going for a little train ride to work, right? And we're going to do a video, a short video. This is our morning coffee. Okay? We don't do, well, let's not go there with that. This is a morning coffee video. So let's just say that. So, we're looking at the graffiti of American Indians. When they're frustrated, they start painting on people's houses and stuff. I guess, I don't know. We know that American Indians ain't acting right under colonization, right? It's amazing that we're still here. I just find that amazing. Being held in this, it's just the bottom of the barrel, yo. It's just incredible. It's just incredible for such a powerful people. Just in terms of just the creative aspect, and maybe just being an ancient. It's sad. It's just sad.
Forest Hills next. Once again, Route 4 cars will not open.
Is that my
The
finger?
doors will not open. The Kew Gardens will not open. Forest Hills, please walk up there.
So, merrily we go roll along in Algonquin land here. I think we're in Kew Gardens. If I'm remembering correctly, this was dedicated to Queen Charlotte, the Negro King and Queen of King George. Was it? I don't. If I'm wrong, don't quote me. I remember something about Kew Gardens being for a German queen who happened to be Negro King. Negro King, German queen. I'm gonna say it. Negro Europeans don't like Europe, though. Now, Europeans, I think they're all right with Europe. I think they're kind of okay with Europe. I think they have a sense of pride in their countries. But the Negro European, they got something up. Something ain't right. They just like, you were in Europe. Apparently, you lost control because that's what I think Europeans want to give the impression that they always get taken over by Europe, right? And then you come here to America, sneak on over here, in the crowd of all the different races, and you want to, be in control over here, but it seems like you lost control over there. Your Moors got defeated, right? They disappeared, never more to be seen, but they pop up in America and talk about Morocco in 1856 is the real one. Y'all are such a joke. Get your timeline right. Look at the time. Somebody slap them with a timeline. Okay? Slap them with a timeline. Clear their mind and slap them with a timeline, yo. Yeah, I'm not happy with the Moorish thing, and I hardly hide that. But I think a Moor should understand why. I mean, you're all about nationhood, right, and all of that, right? You would be the first to understand why any man or woman would have a problem with someone always after what belongs to them and trying to desperately to tell them that we are one and the same. But all throughout history, I guess I say it often because that's how you gotta break the spell. Because your mind kind of falls into what it knows, and you gotta change that and remind yourself that you know, as I said in all the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, videos, the Moors go back to 7-Eleven, and they're claiming that there was no such thing as America. Y'all gotta really hear that. That's why I keep saying it. There's a method to my madness. There's a method to my madness. They will come up with anything, and then when all else fails, like we said in the last video, it's about Pangea. You guys are pitiful, yo. That's how that. You had Europe, you had Africa, you had Asia. Apparently, you failed in all of those because then they all became like different phenotypes that you initiated. You're basically saying that you are the master creator of all these races, but then they take over you. Listen, y'all, there's a tenet that I think we're forgetting. Anything you make, you have authority over. That is just the bottom line. You know the ingredients of the thing. You know the ingredients of the thing. So you know how to manipulate those ingredients with your scientists. So you can make it look like you got taken over, but at the same time, you could be just a very skilled puppet master. You know what I'm saying? So the Moors are really, if Indians ever get clear, they're going to see who has been after you, and they've been here long enough to have the motive. That, you know, no one. I truly am starting to see that no one really knows the American Indian like the Moor does. You know, they've been here long enough to know. So that's why I say, if the oldest blood on Earth is suddenly called the New World, and the Moors are somewhere looking up and whistling and not saying nothing, then you know who your true enemy is. That, if anything, they should have been. Back then, they should have been that. Not like they do now. Now that they know their shit is falling apart. Okay, now they want to be. You know, we the same. We wanted the same. I tell you, we wanted the same. But what was the difference at the time of the Sanfri Act? The difference was, if you didn't agree that you were under some kind of this Muslim, Moroccan, ancient voodoo spell, then you was a black man. So it wasn't based on the way you looked, right? It was what you believed.